Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. So the final part, hi Harley.
Oh man, this helpless hostage.
Is it?
People die every day, Batman.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
So, so
Do they just have neon green and purple graffiti in the prison?
You know what? It's for the arts and crafts
Yeah.
day. It's really good to give them something to do with their time inside, so that they can, like.
Better to paint the town green and purple than red.
so for them including Harleen here, they really don't do much with her, do they?
No.
No, that's what we're saying. It's why it's detrimental overall to her character in the context of this universe, because everything's very accelerated.
Yeah, it's just odd because if that were the case, they didn't necessarily need to have her turn to the Joker's side in this game if they weren't going to do a whole lot with her. They could have just hinted that it was going to happen and left it there because we know how that story ends. But
Yeah, I guess maybe they didn't want to leave that hanging just in case they wanted to do another
Well, I think
prequel.
it's. I don't think it's like it's clear that she's on his side. I think it's more of a. It's a little weird in how they portray it.
Well, at the very least, they
Oh, hi Slade.
demonstrate that she's sympathetic to his cause.
Yeah.
mm,
Also, hi Slade.
I don't like having my time wasted. You should have known trying to kill me.
Wait, they let him keep the armor on in jail?
No, that's prison uniform.
Oh yeah, okay. I. All right then.
That'd be some shit.
I wasn't worried.
Damn it, I lost count.
Start again, Slade. Start again.
What's he doing over there? He's flipping.
Cartwheel kicks.
you know, I asked myself just now, why didn't Joker send someone to shoot Deathstroke? And then I realized that if he did, somehow Deathstroke would find a way to turn that into an escape opportunity. So the Joker's just
Yeah.
being smart and not touching that mess.
Yep. The ground knockout is your best friend late in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have like 4 or 5 mooks on the ground, and any of them that have stars on their head are susceptible to that battering.
Well, when you
toss.
have a group
Yep.
that's this big, you can do the combo knockdown like very rapidly and take out a lot of enemies that way.
Well, all you do is just boop them, they fall to the ground, and then you can just, instant knock them out with that battering thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
This kind of reminds me of the hell I went through to like get all the challenge ranks in the arena battles, because the further you go into that, the harder it becomes to make it to the end without messing up your combo, and you basically need to get through the entire fight in one long fluid combo in order to get the highest required score.
And if you miss a combo beat, then
You're kind of
Like
screwed.
basically, you might be able to miss like one of the first combo attacks or one of the very last. The point is, you need one really long combo to get the high score.
And you also have to chain different things to get higher score
Yeah.
multipliers.
Oh
The-
yeah, because you can't just use the same attack over
The
and over
worst
again.
thing you
No.
can do in the arena challenges is break a combo in the middle of the fight. Toward the beginning or toward
Yeah.
the end has less effect on your overall score than the middle does.
variation bonuses are more often than not like a really big deciding factor
Yeah.
in getting high
s-
scores in this
Yeah.
game.
So you also need to use like all your different options.
All your
So,
gadgets.
yeah, keeping the chain going is one thing. Using everything in the middle of that chain is also another
Yeah,
thing.
well, to be fair, when the enemy variety starts ramping up, you generally get decent variety bonuses just as a consequence of doing everything you need to do to keep the combo going at all.
Yeah.
But
The game is a little forgiving, but more often than not, you do have to spruce
yeah,
it up.
it's like during the earlier combat arena challenges where you actually have to think about your variety bonus, because in those arena challenges, there's fewer different enemy types in the mix. So
It's mostly just normal moves.
yeah, so the enemies don't require you to use as much variety to keep your combo going.
I was actually like sometime last year, where I guess at the
Wait,
time
wait,
was
wait.
upload 2
Joker.
years ago.
Joker, this is not the Marvel Cinematic Universe, dude. What are you doing with that guy? Where did he come from?
No, what I was saying earlier is about a year and a half ago, I did a 100% Arkham Asylum live stream playthrough series, and I actually did all the combat challenges for that one too. And I learned that while they're really hard to do when I'm being watched,
Oh, always.
Yeah, they kind of are. You know, I would be really nervous if I was this guy right here and Joker was holding a knife to my neck and also gesturing so wildly with both arms.
he's gonna kill me by accident, and he's gonna laugh.
that
It gives them the giggles. What do I have to worry about?
Yeah, the increase in animation quality from Asylum really does lend itself well to Joker's theatrics.
Well, Joker's body mannerisms were always benefited by the fact of how lanky he is.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
but he can do like more precise motions in Origins than he could do in Arkham Asylum, and that allows him to do.
Well, this game also has the benefit of making the cutscenes pre-rendered. Because I believe everything in Asylum and City was in-game. And especially in Asylum, there was a very rigidness to everyone's movements, on top of looking like wax
That's
figures.
less to do with pre-rendered versus real-time, and more to do with just the way the animations are handled. Like other games on the same generations have handled like really intricate mocapped animations in real time fine.
I feel in the case of Asylum, though, models were rigged with gameplay in mind first before cutscenes.
Well, that's why a lot of games just have different models for the cutscenes.
Which I don't think was the case in Asylum.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't the case in Asylum. But that's not real time versus pre-rendered. That's just them being like not just them not spending that much time on a particular aspect of the game because it was the first one in a series. They had
Well, lower budgets and all
yeah,
that.
they had their budget and they had their design focus and they stuck to it and it worked out well for the most part. I mean, it worked out really well considering you didn't often see these kind of licensed properties. Oh.
Well, done well.
That's what I was going to say, but then I realized he just did the Nightfall thing.
Yep.
Oh man, the cops get to help. Wow.
Wow, Gordon. Jesus.
You're under arrest.
Wait, where did he shoot them?
Shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
I was going to say, this is for the moment I thought he shot them in the legs, which would be a really stupid thing for a cop to do.
Jim. Have a seat, Jimbo. We'll fry together like two little potato latkes.
What the?
Oh, you see, this is a Hanukkah game.
I mean, the closest we're ever going to get. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Batwoman game taking place during
It's
Hanukkah.
just like, what would Executioner do? Probably the first time in the universe anybody ever asked that question.
In which Batman suddenly remembers he has electric gloves on. Man,
I kind of got really badly comboed there.
for having been acquired from a joke bad guy, these electric...
I just for you.
For having been acquired from a joke boss, the electric gloves turned out to be really plot important, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh no. Bane's forgotten he has a brain and has devolved into his video game trope of running really fast in one direction until he hits something.
The idea of how Batman stops Bane, and it does still make me kind of wince. Because he's essentially generating so much electricity through the body that he's getting his heart to stop. And it's just like the idea of your heart beating so fast that it just kind of like borderline rupture is just really makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, we'll do that to someone, but we have to save the Joker from falling to his own death.
So we don't want Joker to electrocute himself. So I'm going to nearly rupture Bane's heart.
Hey, Joker's way more profitable than the Joker. I mean,
Wait, what?
Joker's way more profitable than Bane is.
Alfred, I'm confused.
We should have just let the Joker shoot himself in the fucking head, then he really would have been Moriarty. God. Moffat, what were you thinking?
He probably wasn't, to be fair.
So wait. Did Moriarty kill
In
himself?
BBC Sherlock, he takes the
Yeah.
gun, sticks it in his mouth, and shoots himself through the top of the head, and he's dead.
And so-
And the show keeps teasing that he's gonna return, but he's dead.
Oh, so Moriarty points the gun at his head, and then Sherlock says, "You'll die," and then he says, "No, shit, Sherlock."
No, he out of
Damn.
nowhere takes the gun that Sherlock is holding, and sticks it in his own mouth and shoots himself through the top of the skull. It's really explicit and bloody, and Moriarty is super dead, and yeah.
It was
Moriarty's one with the Force.
It was supposed to be like an unwinnable situation as a result of that. It was a bit weirdly set up.
Everything in that show is weirdly set up.
Yeah.
All those individual cases that they're adapting from the short stories and the novels, it's all Moriarty. It wasn't.
That, I feel, is just a problem with a lot of shows or just movies or whatever, where everything has to be like this overarching kind of plan, but it doesn't. I really don't feel like that. It needs to be like that.
It really
a lot of the
shouldn't be
time.
like that with Sherlock. The only time that I can personally remember another Sherlock adaptation doing something similar is when the Granada show, which is my personal favorite, they turned, I forget which case it was, but the episode that they showed right before the final problem, they turned that into a Moriarty plot because it was this really elaborate bank heist thing. So it made some sense for it to have been masterminded by Moriarty. So they turned that into a Moriarty setup episode so that they could do the actual Moriarty story immediately afterward. And that's the only time it happened. All the other cases are, just individual cases that Sherlock and Watson happened to get involved in for the same reasons that they got involved in them in the short stories.
This plot point is stupid.
Yeah, this feels like it's unnecessary tie-in to the future games.
Yeah. But
They're trying to set up the Joker Venom, right?
Well, sort
trying
of,
to
but
set
it's
up
more.
Titan.
But it's also more of we realized we had Bane know who Batman is. We need a convenient way to make sure Bane gets amnesia for future games.
also, we need to explain why
Also
he's
to
so
ex-
much
why
bigger
he's
in the
so
other
fucking-
games.
Yeah. This boss fight's kind of weird.
Of course, all we actually did was have him mutate into looking like his comic book version. Because the 90s
Yeah.
didn't know how to do anatomy.
He's suffering from Youngblood's disease.
Oh no! Think of his toes.
No, he's just,
Think of it's everything.
he's just trying really hard to be Captain America right now.
Oh yeah, he's not Youngblood's disease. He's suffering from Rob Liefeld.
Right.
All right, you just gotta stretch those pecs out, man.
Liefelds.
Yeah, that is how Rob Liefeld Captain America would look like if he was modeled in 3D.
Basically. No, his pecs need to be 3 times as large. And only his pecs.
They're like triangle shaped though, is the thing.
No, they're like breasts, really.
It's not even just the
But-
size and shape of his body, it's the way he's posed in relation to the size and the shape of his anatomy in that shot. You know? It doesn't make
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
This boss fight's weird because it's kind of like the Mr. Freeze one from Arkham City, but nowhere near as smart or well set up.
I still think it's a good boss battle, though.
It's okay. It's a little hard to tell what you're supposed to be doing at first.
I don't mind it being hard to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. It kind of reminds me of the bosses in Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, where the bosses were essentially puzzles.
Yeah, I posted in the Discord why the life of Captain America doesn't work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it's like the part of his side that you don't see, like, is probably like just triangular. Like he's probably pyramid shaped due to how they drew that stupid thing.
Captain Pyramid, we could use your help.
Captain Protein Shake.
That moment when you realize that PlayStation 1 Lara Croft actually did anatomy better.
It's actually kind of sad when you think about it.
It is very sad, yes.
Someone was paid to draw that.
Somebody was paid to draw that. Ew.
I like how you Jedi dodged into the grating just
Yeah.
in time to avoid Bane there.
I think I lost him.
Like I don't need to lose him. I need to actually, stop him
Why are we in detective mode right now?
because I'm trying to figure out if I can disable the thing that's jamming detective mode.
Oh.
Nope, I can't.
No, it's a gameplay element.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
So you do have a time limit for this boss battle.
Yeah.
Like the in-game reasoning is that after a while, like the effects of the steroid
It's
will
gonna
make
kill him.
nigh invulnerable, and then
Yeah.
the next thing you do will one-shot you.
Huh.
Yeah. It's kind of
And then this boss battle will immediately follow with a cutscene of Batman getting slammed through a concrete wall and being absolutely okay.
Thankfully we only have like one hit left.
Are you trying to disable the jammer again?
Hard to say. Remember, I recorded this a while ago.
Right.
Yeah, there's like Mr. Freeze, like when you do a certain maneuver, he makes it kind of impossible for you to do it again to a point.
So you're
Like, I
supposed
think-
to do like all of the different ways to get him.
One of many different. You don't have to do everything, but you have to change it up. I think the sole exception to this is sneaking up from behind. Like you can do that as many times as you want.
Shh.
The problem is that I think he gets more aggressive the more the boss battle goes.
I'm trying, Batman, but
Stop switching to detective mode, please.
it's actually easier to see him that way.
Is it? It doesn't look like it to me.
You sure? 'Cause he's kind of green and glowing.
Nope, that got him.
When Batman
I got a headache.
when Batman moved to put his fingers to his mask in that like codec call pose, I thought for a moment he was gonna poke Bane's eyes out.
Three Stooges boop.
Yeah.
Ow. 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 My everything.
You know, I'm pretty sure the armor should have given out before the concrete wall.
I'm okay. I'm Batman. Yay, electricity.
I mean, yay for us, not for him. So Bane just becomes a stupid idiot after this point.
Yep.
Well, he forgets Bruce's identity after that.
Conveniently.
Yeah,
As is the
conveniently.
way.
No.
How about that time in
Don't
the
say it out
comics
loud,
where Bruce Wayne deliberately went to prison to reveal his identity to the Joker just to confirm that the Joker didn't care? That
That was New 52, I believe.
yeah. It wasn't even a thing that happened specifically in that story either. It was something Bruce Wayne told the others about after the story. It's like, I went into the prison and I told the Joker to his face that I was Batman, but he just didn't react to me being there because he's that crazy and that fixated on Batman that he doesn't want the fun to end. So he just shut the information out of his brain and didn't respond.
It's like he saw me, but he didn't see me. I think it was like his exact wording.
Yeah.
So does Joker want to find out for himself who Batman is?
This was during
But-
the faceless Joker period, I should stress. So they were desperately trying to outdo the Dark Knight, basically.
That's at a big point of fucking, what was the name of it?
Crap, I can't remember.
The second Joker arc of New 52.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think it was just Endgame, wasn't it?
Maybe?
No, that's Marvel.
No. No, Star Trek had an Endgame too, but
Yeah, no, that's Marvel. Marvel's the only one allowed to have an endgame. Gosh.
either way, that was a big point of that arc is Joker using that knowledge to his advantage to pretty much, like, as he puts it, close up shop because.
Was that the one where Joker was trying to kill all the rest of the Bat family?
Yeah. And he Jokerfied the Justice League.
He
Yeah.
Jokerfied
And
the
that
Justice
wasn't-
League.
The Joker gas and all that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
I thought Gordon was about to attack you.
He just sort of phased through Batman. This is what it's like playing an MMORPG where the other player has, like, really bad lag.
Oh, my favorite thing in MMOs is when a character dies but got really high latency, their corpse will just slide on the ground for a while.
Is like their actions on your screen are really behind because your actions on their screen are really behind, and they're reacting to everything you do late, and then you're seeing their reactions even later than that.
It's symbolic. You didn't check before?
My Joker phone says that Bane is totally not still alive. Stupid bat person.
I ain't got time for dialogue.
I'm not going to kill you, but I will kick you very, very hard through these chairs that you can't possibly survive intact.
Ding, Joker's done. Ding, Joker's done. Ding, Joker's done. Ding, Joker's done.
We both exist because of them. Give up. You've lost.
Joker, we live in a society.
I can yell too.
Now, if you excuse me, I have some stairs to dance down.
It's a bit gratuitous.
Yeah. We're going to use this in so much marketing.
Yeah, probably.
Ultra combo!
But more importantly, we unlocked the theme.
Yeah.
You know, Joker, you got a hell of a chin. I
And now I break the Joker.
Okay, if I were to beat you until my knuckles bleed, I would be beating you for a very long time. Notice the armored hands.
Well, I mean, they get kind of chafes under there, I have to imagine.
Oh my god, the unreleased DLC. It's terrifying.
Any one of my guys would have killed him. The city deserves better.
No, we'd all be better off without the Joker.
My daughter thinks you're a hero. But I still have to bring you in.
Gordon, come in. What's your 20?
I'm in the chapel. We got the Joker.
Chicka chicka.
How did you do that?
I had some help.
And that's the end of that chapter.
I keep asking myself why I didn't bring
Well,
him
he
in.
disappeared.
And I now know the truth is I let him go because of you.
No.
Because you
You had no hand in it, Gordon.
He was gone long before you had any chance.
No, I let him go on purpose. He didn't just disappear the moment I looked away. I didn't look away. I did my job. I kept my eyes on him while I hit the radio button.
Stop his heart. That is funny.
The-
Good one, Bats.
All right.
I thought you said
Okay,
it wasn't
Joker.
funny.
It's going to be fun.
So how many times is it implied that Joker's broken out between now
Many.
and what's that game? Asylum?
Many.
You see,
I can't count past
the
W.
thing is,
Because it has to be at least one.
the thing is, if,
Right?
if any criminal broke out and caused as much havoc as the supervillains in the Batman universe do, I'm pretty sure capital punishment would be the solution. So,
Yeah. In any normal justice system, most of Batman's rogues gallery would have been put to death already.
yeah.
Pretty much.
This is one of my favorite Robot Chicken sketches. This is
Yeah.
where Joker gets the chair.
Yeah.
It's
And
like, oh,
Batman's
wow,
like,
it's
well,
out of my
the
hands."
jury's decided.
Yeah, it's out of my hands.
Yeah, you know, we don't have the death penalty in our state, so the judge has ruled that we're going to send you to prison in another state that does. Have fun.
I think they do that in a Law and Order episode at some point, actually. Like, where they're just like, oh, no, you can't execute me. And it's just like, haha, we sent you to Texas. So,
Just set him free in Texas, knock him down, sprinkle some cocaine in the body, and we can arrest him in Texas.
Yep.
Alright. Well, that was Batman Arkham Origins.
Yep, we'll have to get to night at some point, and provided we ever actually hear anything about the supposed Court of Owls game.
I mean,
If it's even a thing at this point.
Yeah. Well, WB Montreal keeps freaking hinting at it.
when's it supposed to... When did they start hinting about it?
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
We all thought for sure it was going to be something revealed at the Game Awards.
And that didn't happen.
Nope.
Does Joker have a credits song?
Yeah.
This is them, I think, trying too hard to bank on City because City did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it thematically made more sense in that game. But in this one, it feels like, City did it. Let's do it too.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys.
Why does it make more sense in City for Joker to have a song?
Because Joker dies in that, and it's before Hamill came back for killing Joker and thus kept coming back. It was kind of his swan song.
Literal swan song. I get it.
Yes.
You mean Joker song?
Why can't I free your doubtful mind?
So, yeah. It was a game. It was good. It was very good.
It's a perfectly fine game. It doesn't run super well at points, but as an Arkham game, it functions. You can do anything more or less in City that you can do here. It's fine. City's better, but
Yeah, I still play City over this. And Asylum, for that matter.
probably I would probably still probably play it overnight though.
Yeah.
Because
would
you just
say.
said Night was frustrating, right?
Eh,
Yeah.
Night's
There's a-
tedious. I guess in that way it's frustrating. Yeah.
I didn't.
It's like mechanically, I would say Night's way better, sure, but it's also like if what you do with it in the game is not very interesting, then what's the point?
Yeah.
So I'm just reading the credits. There was a Ryan Lewis. There was a Jason Tonks. I didn't know Tonks was actually a real last name. Now I do.
Shame it wasn't Jason Todd. That'd have been funny. So many Frenchies.
Kanata.
Just keeps snowing.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Do we have to watch the last 4
So
minutes
I have
of
to.
credits?
It's like I was gonna ask. Are the
No.
last? Yeah, there's actual like audio that plays.
Yeah, plus a tease for something that's never gets brought back.
What's that?
Oh, that's right.
We'll see-
The
we'll see when we
Amanda
get to-
Yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, okay. At the as we're gonna get to it, there's a post-credits marvelous scene where Amanda Waller shows up in Slade's cell and Suicide Squad, and that never gets brought up again.
I think it's supposed to lead up into the animated tie-in.
Probably.
I think that's what.
Well, I heard
that's
rumors
the
that there was
purpose
going to
of
be a
it.
Suicide Squad game at some point.
Well, that's what everyone thought it was going to lead into. But then, okay, you know what? 'Cause I'm blanking on the name and they're shoving me nuts. Let me see. I think it's no, it's not. No, it's not that.
Hey,
Oh, this was also around the time though that the Suicide Squad movie
No.
was coming out, right?
No,
Nope.
no.
This was
Well, hold.
no.
2013.
Yeah, that was
Arkham Origins was 2013. No, Suicide Squad was 2016.
16.
It was only
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
No, that's still 3 years, dude.
Yeah, but
You're not even filming the movie at that point.
it still feels like it was way longer ago though.
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
is
yeah.
weird. It still seems like 1999 should have been like 10 years ago.
Ugh, don't get me started.
Assault on Arkham is the name of the animated short.
Quincy Sharp.
Yeah.
Is that a Batman person or
Yes. He's the warden in Arkham Asylum, and he's the mayor in Arkham City. This is them basically setting up that, oh, we're going to reopen Arkham Asylum.
Because
In lore reasons, Arkham Asylum wasn't a thing until relatively recently. It was one of those old-timey asylums where everyone was treated like shit and kind of not so good at actually doing anything, so they shut it down.
yeah, no, in the past, well, I suppose some institutions today, but like in the way past, like psychiatric facilities were pretty much just let's throw with the people who are too difficult to deal with here because I don't want to deal with them. Pretty much.
and perform rather unethical experiments on them in the name of science.
Yeah, pretty much. So it makes certain things like reading the original Dracula kind of awkward because this was written in the 1800s, and one of the main characters is a psychiatrist who runs an asylum, and he's supposed to be one of the good guys, and it's like, I know that the place you run is terrible, so I don't want to root for you, but you're fighting the vampire.
At the same time, you can't really fault a story or the characters in it for being constrained by the times, can you?
No.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things where it's just like,
It's awkward nowadays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, staff.
Enjoy your vacation. Man, 100%ing Batman Arkham Origins
Dun
really
dun
just
dun dun
wasn't
dun
worth
dun 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 dun. And it's gonna be time to cut because these credits go on for way longer.
They are about as long as City, and City was like 16 minutes.
I mean, again, like, you have to credit everyone, but
do
maybe
they,
don't do them in this way where it takes so long.
Do they keep just very
Yeah.
slowly fading through 5
Yes.
names at a time?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why it takes
Jesus
so long.
Christ.
Well, I mean, there are some credits where they do scroll them and they take forever, like Rayman Legends and Origins do that, where they scroll through them and it still takes 15 minutes. So, sometimes I don't know.
Hi, Amanda.
You see, the great thing about having this angle when they're doing push-ups is they don't actually have to animate it.
I do like Amanda Waller as a character.
I do too. Not this iteration though.
Is
Call
she
it
in any of the
bias.
other games?
No, not really.
I know her more from the animated series and comic books.
Yeah.
But I like her. I know it's a totally visual nitpick. I like her when she's plus size.
Yeah.
It kind of is a defining
Like-
thing about her. Well, I mean, it makes her visually different, and it's also a representation thing as well.
It's,
I think
you
that's
know,
also
Yeah.
good to have.
setting aside representation and visual variety, I think it also helps underline the fact that this character's strength is not physical prowess. It's purely cunning. You know?